I am at the lake that I was a week and a half ago, where I caught a couple of bass on film, and then I continued, well, sorry, not continued. I then sprained my big toe badly, and of course from shore. So now I got the kayak. Fingers crossed I don't get too wet getting in or out, but I got my dry gear on anyway, so it's not that big of a problem. Yeah, so I'm gonna get to explore this little lake. Now this is in Algonquin Park, so no motors, hence the kayak. And to be honest with you, I kind of like the kayak anyways. So I'm gonna hit the two ins and outs and see what I can do and see what I can see for structure. Cheers. Made it in the water, lots of structure, already seeing bass. 9:30, I got up a little, well, I got up really early, and then I just decided to chillax and drink. One thing to notice, all you tilly hat lovers out there, it's not a trade secret or anything, but the tip. So what I do, you just poke one little hole, slide a paper clip in, and there you go. It's really good for when you're shooting as well. Keeps the tip up and all that fun stuff. The other thing I do, but I won't do it with this Vortex one, is I will actually sew the top down, and that will keep the nose up higher for hunting and shooting. But this is my lucky fishing hat, so let's see how lucky I am today. First cast luck, I guess. First cast, bucket mouth, and on top of that, I just found a 5 of diamonds. Bye-bye, fishy. I just found a 5 of diamonds sitting on a tree here, so not only did I come back with tackle, I also caught a fish on the on the first cast, so no squawking about that. Observation of this lake, I've just caught 3 largemouth. This is the smallest one, right here. Super clean, super shallow. I thought this lake might be a lake that has walleye in it too. I don't know what it's like out in the middle, but I am about 60 yards offshore and I can see bottom. And that's usually not what walleye like, but a lake with walleye does flow into this one, so who knows, maybe. But this is only one side of the lake, so fingers crossed. We'll go from there and catch some walleye. The bass in the last picture, believe it or not, was the second fish on the line. Right when it hit the water, I caught one, it got off, and before I even got to the boat, it was on. What am I using? Gold seems to be the ticket here, and I'm using just a little clap. The fish from the last picture was actually the second fish on that cast. The first one got off, it was a small guy, got off, and then that guy came to the boat and fought really well. Hooked really well, upper lip. What am I using? Almost every cast I'm catching, I'm using the old classic gold blade orange tip MEPS. Nothing on the hook, just that flash action. My bait caster, I've got another MEPS on it, but a 5 of diamonds. Not a 5 of diamonds. Black blade and green spots. I caught one on that, but the gold is definitely the ticket on this this lake on this day. I will say this is the most bass I've caught in a very long time. I've easily caught 45, and I've only been on the lake for like 10 minutes. And they're all super clean, and they've all been good hooks and set free. I spoke too soon. Every cast is now a lie. I am in the shade. Well, I'm not, but I'm casting in the shade. I can still see bottom. There is absolutely no structure on this side of the lake. This is the south side of the lake. There's no trees, there's no nothing, no beaver dams, no weeds, no nothing, and no fish. Yeah, and I'm about 30 yards offshore and I can still see bottom. But it is a nice, clean, sandy bottom, so I imagine this is a turtle lake, like full of turtles. Yeah, last night, 9 degrees, and I am running. What am I running? I'm running just a basic cheap ugly stick with a Abu Garcia reel, nothing expensive and fancy. My Vortex Sun Slayer hat with the paperclip mod. And then I got my higher dollar bait caster there, but we'll get into gear selection later. But to the mouth I go. So now I'm heading to the south side. So far the west, north, east, and the south side are very shallow. Actually, I want to say the east side is the most shallow side. Like, I am offshore quite a bit, and I'm only about 3 feet of water. I don't see any drop yet. Again, gravel bottom, so I'm assuming this lake, and it's much colder than the lake that I'm camping on. I'm assuming this has got a spring that's feeding it. The outlet was a bust, but the inlet was the most productive. But I have been catching bigger fish on this side, but fewer fish. So yeah, I'm going to do something silly on the way back. I'm actually going to troll down the middle of the lake with a diver, and maybe I'll actually pull something else in than bass. But so far everything's been bass. Can't complain though. Bass are always active and explosive fishing, so more to come, and I hope you guys are enjoying. I'm going to make an Algonquin Park video, and yeah, here we go. I think this might be the biggest one yet. So that's touching my body. I'm going to say he's 15 to 18 inches long. Nice looking fish. And off he goes. So definitely the only thing I've caught so far is largemouth. And just trying to get bumped on shore. Everywhere on this lake is super shallow for at least 30 to 40 yards out. And I don't think I've seen a spot yet that, of course my line's screwed up, yet that's, I don't know, once I get to the middle I'll see, but it's always, there's no drop off, it's just a gradual slope. So I'm assuming there is no walleye in here at all. Of course, middle of the day is not the best time for walleye, but things can happen. Again, this is like a border lake in Algonquin Park, so you can't use a motor in here. And I'm just grateful I'm out here. Like, I don't know how many fish I've caught. I haven't been taking pictures of all of them, but that last one was a kind of a lunker for this little size lake. But I don't even know how many acres this lake would be. But success is success, and fun is fun, and vacation is vacation. Right on. Okay, I see a little possible entrance to the lake over here, like maybe just a ditch or something. Let's go try that. Quick little update. So the south side of this lake has a significant drop off. So I'm about 15 yards offshore, and I cannot see the bottom, and I can see where the drop off happens. And I've switched up to a J11 Rapella with the middle hook removed. I just let the tail hook on. I don't like killing fish that I'm not eating, and I'm here for sport fishing. I'll keep the ones that are hooked bad, and so far nothing's been hooked bad. All mouth hooks, no swallows, not like pike. But yeah, so I might actually troll a section with a deep diver and see if I can pick anything up. But I'm guessing now I'm in probably 20 to 25 feet of water and 15 yards offshore. So maybe this side of the lake is the deep side and everywhere else is shallow. And there's structure on this side too, so that's an added bonus. So right now, the goal is just to troll this little section of narrows and then get ready to go to bed, get up, have breakfast in the morning, head home, and then head west towards my old stomping grounds where I grew up. Fish there until Friday or Saturday, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do the kayak, which I absolutely love, or if I'm going to bring the boat. I'm not sure yet. Whatever I do is definitely better than having nothing to do and sitting on a couch. Now, I try not to rant when it comes to things. I know I rant about sandflies and horseflies and deer flies, mostly sandflies. So the campsite I'm at now, I've been here on my vacation, and then I came back so I could go into the park. Now, in the 2 days that I wasn't here, somebody was here, and not a rant. They left some good wood behind, left a relatively clean campsite, like no garbage, rebuilt the fire pit, and then the fish that they caught, and I'm not against keeping fish, obviously that's why we do it. Well, some people do it. The fish that they caught, they cleaned on shore and threw right on the beach, 6 feet in the water on the beach. And yeah, there was turtles all around everything, and turtles have not eaten it. So, number one, if you're going to clean your fish, throw it on shore or take it down the lake and let the raccoons or the foxes have it. Or if you're going to put it in the water, which is not my favorite thing to do, paddle out in the deep water and give it to the catfish. I don't know if turtles actually eat dead stuff. Maybe they do. I'm not a turtle expert, so I'm probably wrong, but I don't know. And then the other thing was, I know what happens because we're all adults, but feminine hygiene products. I know what happens, but I'm sure there's a better way of dealing with it than pulling the plug and flicking it in the bush or near your campsite. But I'm not a girl, so I don't know. I know it's one of those things that you can't stop, but maybe there's a better way of managing it. Oh, just my thoughts. So I'll do a wrap-up video there in the morning, and then this is just too awesome. This is amazing. So this is my Algonquin Park trip into Algonquin Park bass fishing. Huge success. I'm gonna say minimum of 50 largemouth were caught in the park. I'm not in the park right now, by the way. But minimum 50 largemouth were caught. Very unique lake. The first time I've actually fished it from a boat or a kayak. And yeah, very, very, very happy with the trip. And now, time to be thankful. So who am I thankful for? Or what am I thankful for? Well, I'm thankful for being alive. I'm super thankful that I have an amazing job. Probably the best job I've ever had. I love my job. Can't say anything negative about it. I have phenomenal sponsors. Vortex Canada. Hike Your Own Hike. And obviously KDEX backs me on everything I do. KDEX Defense, so that's my job. And I love it. I just, but I'm actually glad that I'm going back to work on the 12th. It's going to be interesting to see what our workload is when we get back and Still plan on camping every weekend until I can't this year. On 24th, we have a memorial match coming up. So yeah, it's going to be good. So I'm going to wrap this up right now because I'm rambling too much. And I'm trolling. I'm going to troll past a section up here and then come back. And if I catch a walleye, I'll get a picture of it. If I don't, you won't see a picture of a walleye. Looks like I got a muskrat or a beaver up there. I can't see his head yet, but he's coming right for me. All right, so I am about an hour west of my last spot. I got up, had breakfast, and left first thing this morning. It did look overcast, but now I'm trying to get to this lake. There was somebody at the one campsite. I'm going to go up to the next lake and turn around. Well, the next spot and turn around. And then I'm going to scout for a spot. I don't really care if I'm on the water. I do have the bike and the trailer as well, so I can move around the lakes. It's not a big deal. As long as I have a good spot to set up the truck, because I will be in the rooftop tent tonight, not the teepee. And then there is a spot up here that 2 years ago while I was here, there was a bear that came out and visited me eating turtle eggs. Now, he was not trying to do anything of ill intent. Actually, my dog scared him off, to tell you the truth. Oh, I think I can turn around right here. I'm going to try to turn around right here. Yeah, the bear, nothing of, like I said, ill intent. The bear was just doing what bears do. Short trailer, sure jackknife quick. But yeah. So long story short, it was a good trip the last time I was here. I could actually stay right here, but I might offload the bike and do a scout rip first, and then have lunch after. So that's the plan. And one way or another, I'll be camping shortly. On the water soon. Actually, I'm hungry. On the water soon, but scout first. I found a spot on the lake. Whew. Holy, let's see what temperature we got out here. We have 23. That's not that hot. It feels a lot hotter than 23. I'm putting the window down. So I'm going to take this opportunity when I set up. I'm going to get some lunch going. And then I got to look at my trailer. I've got a little piece that's not so good, but I've got the tools here to fix it. And the main issue is the tires are too small. And my hitch isn't dropped enough. I don't want to drop the hitch anymore, so I'm going to actually bring the trailer up a little bit. I'm not going to be able to do that here, obviously, because I don't have tires. And then I'm going to do an add a leaf to my trailer to stiffen it up just a little bit. As you can see, I am in some pretty crazy crawling mode right now. Letting the truck do all the work. No four-wheel drive, obviously not needed. Really hard rocks, but I can hear my rear bumper of my trailer get caught on some of these bigger rocks. It makes it... Oh, I had some slip there. There was a clink. But anyways, I digress. I have a problem, I have a solution, and I have at least 12 hours to go before I have to leave. So, not 12, 24 hours to go before I have to leave. So, life is good. You know the saying. Don't ever say the if life gives you lemons thing again until you watch the second episode of Follow the House of Usher. You do a whole bunch of things if life gives you a lesson. Lemons before you make lemonade. All right. Next vid will be at the campsite. All right. This will be my view out my foot window tonight. So this lake is known for largemouth and smallmouth, and they just recently started to stock it with walleye. And by the looks of it, it's known for deer flies as well, because my truck is full of them. But this is the spot for tonight. I'm gonna paddle over to that island out here. Right out here. That's a great spot. That rock is a great spot to go for a swim, and I desperately need one. Obviously I'll be fishing at the time. So here we go, and yeah, I'm here. Lunch next. Hear me out. Today's lunch. So one smoky split in half, extra cheese added to, oh, they're jalapeno cheddar smoky, so extra cheese added. And then on top of that, some zesty Doritos crunched up into there, and of course some good old mustard. Now, these are gluten free or whatever, keto, and they're not meh. Obviously the Doritos are not keto, but I'm doing my best to stay on my diet on my vacation, but I have cheated a little bit. And then a little bit of drinkable yogurt. Look how happy that guy is. Get that in, and then start working on the trailer and get ready to go for a paddle. Well, I'm at the first island. This is where I was gonna swim, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fish here first and go to the other section first, because I kind of stink, and if I'm gonna be paddling for a while, I might as well stink and paddle and then get clean right before I get back to the truck. It's 3:30. It took me about an hour and a half to get my trailer done. Well, sort of done and planned out. But I'm also going to get out and see if anyone left a lot of garbage behind, because that's one of my big pet peeves. If there's any cans, I'll bring them home for the money. All right, well, more to come. Anyone that doesn't know this lake better have a spotter. Now, usually all these rocks behind me are underwater. That's how low the water is. I'm currently sitting in my kayak on a rock edge, and there's a weed bed all the way around me. See if I can do a quick panoramic view here. That's the island that I'm gonna go to. I'm just on the other side of it now. I might go swimming over on that beach. I'm not sure. Who knows? Don't know. But this lake is famous for people breaking props and skegs on their boats, and right now it would be hulls, because there is a lot of water. Very low water, and a lot of rock piles in what looks to be like the middle of the lake. And the weird spot about this lake is it's also got very deep holes too, but a lot of hull killers for sure. Anyways, yeah. It's nice sitting here on the rocks because I'm paddling into the wind. It'll be good on the way back. I'll get the drift. Had 2 little bites and lost 1 little bass right at the boat, but nothing of significance. But it's still better than sitting at home doing nothing. Oh, one other interesting thing about this spot. Last year I winter camped here in the ice fishing hut with the diesel heater, and I had coyotes within 25 yards of me. Yeah, hopefully I get to hear them again. I love coyotes and hearing them, so they'd be good. I've only heard fox, 1 coyote this year, and lots of loons. And then this morning on the lake I was at, the other lake, we had our own, well, I had my own lake rooster aka seagull, making all the noise. So back to fishing I go, and we'll see how it plays out. Thought I heard something. Anyways, more to come. I was just fishing and this guy came up like 10 feet away from my boat. He's about 15 yards away from me right now, and that's an immature, that's probably his baby behind him. And right where I was casting is where he came up. So I'm gonna guess he's Hey bud, where's the fish? No, you don't want to talk? Oh. Oh, there's oh, look at baby and mommy together. Oh, they're looking down to see if there's any fish down there. Loons are just freaking awesome. Oh, mom's gone. Baby's having a peek. Crazy. Where is mom gonna pop up? Oh, crap. Right beside me. Hi, mom. What's going on? You are beautiful. Well, it's time. Oh, it's time. This is gonna suck because I'm really hot. And here we go. Woo. Actually, it's pretty good. Slimy rocks. Feel like a merman. I'm so graceful. Oh, that was just what I needed. I felt good. That was what the doctor ordered. Now, what the doctor orders now, I don't know if you can see behind me, but that looks like a storm front rolling in. Yeah, over there. So I'm gonna pay credit where credit's due. Whoever the last person was that camped on this little island, bravo. You did leave a tarp and some firewood, but the tarp's folded up, not blowing all over the place. There's no garbage, the fire pit's clean. Bravo. More people need to learn from you. That being said, while I thank you for being a good person, I gotta make it to my truck because it's 5 o'clock, or almost 5 o'clock. I gotta get ribs going, and one side of my rooftop tent is open. And that's the side that, well, if that storm front hits, I'm gonna get water in my tent, and I don't want to do that. But ribs are on. That's what's for dinner tonight, and I, as always, can't wait. And see you at dinner. Back at the truck. Got a new shirt on. Don't stink anymore. Ribs are cooking. Whew. What time is it? It is 5:20. Just got to put some dry pants on for the night. And I think tonight after dinner, probably around 8 o'clock or so, 8:30, I'm going to head down the road to my south and then hang west and go down to another lake and just see how far they put the logging roads in. It'd be interesting to see if that's the adventure that I go to next weekend. Or maybe tomorrow's Friday. Wait, I don't even know what day today is. Today's Thursday, yeah, tomorrow's Friday. So maybe that will be Saturday's adventure or next weekend. I don't know. Really enjoying it, and if it clears up tonight, I hope I can get some good pictures through the phone scope and the Fury binos. So I've got it kind of set up, and it'll be cool to see if I can see something. But it is pretty overcast, so overcast means a warm night. So it's 23 degrees, 24 degrees right now, and I don't think we're going to get out of the double digits. So it'll be a very warm night. More to come, and lucky me, it's ribs. Three plates of ribs. I guess that would be one full rack. Yeah, one full rack of ribs. Oh, coffee, grape juice. Well, actually, grape Gatorade. My two faithful containers that are always with me. Whew, I am full. I got the meat sweats. Oh, good thing I swam first. All right, well, I think I might go for a ride a little quicker than later. Why not? And it did rain just a little bit here, but nothing of concern whatsoever. Just got back to camp after my ride, so it is now, forgive me for this, 8:45. Last light largemouth from shore, from my campsite, so can't complain. So I'm gonna turn in and get ready to go. I gotta let this little guy go. Make sure he gets back in there. Tomorrow morning, pack up and go. I went for a 20-minute one-way ATV ride. I could have kept going. Just a new logging road. I just could have kept going. I didn't have the GPS on the friggin' bike like I usually do, and I would have known where I am. I mean, in orientation to what lake it's close to. So I do know it came to the end of one lake and the start of another, but I went way past that. So it's kind of gross what they do to the forest, but I guess that's the way it is. So everyone have a good night, and I'll see you in the morning. And maybe do a paddle and do some fishing. I'm not sure yet. Cheers. Interesting night. See that little guy? That's a little bullfrog. He's been hopping around doing his thing. No big deal. Maybe he's checking out my boat. I don't know. The real bastard is I have a mouse that is making its run between my trailer, my truck, and my four-wheeler over and over and over and over again. And he's woke me up. And it's like 1:15 in the morning. But that little guy, he just hops around. I don't know why he doesn't want to hop. Maybe he doesn't want to hop right now because of the flashlight. I don't know. But that's my little bullfrog buddy. I hate being a light sleeper sometimes. Well, I try to name the campsites, and it's the first time I've been at this one. This one is Mouse Plaza. In bed last night about 9:30. Way too warm, laying on top of the covers in my birthday suit, twiggling my toes out the windows. No real bugs to speak of. I fell asleep right away. Woke up to the sounds of a frog, which I got a video of. You saw that. And then mice. I mean, I don't know if it's a family. I don't know what it is, but when I got up, I actually had mouse droppings on the tonneau cover of my truck. I don't know if, I know they're crafty, but somehow he was in the box and then made it onto the tonneau cover. It's about 16, 17 inches underneath my rooftop tent. I did get a little bit of rain here, but nothing of significance. Everything's dry. And then, yeah, so up, dressed, coffee, gonna make some breakfast. While breakfast is cooking, I'm gonna get the boat on the trailer and get all that cool stuff done. I did manage to pick up quite a bit of garbage that was at this site, like cans, so nothing gross or anything, just cans. So I'll take those to the recycling bin or to the beer store. And then, yeah, go home, unpack all the kit. I got to clean out my truck. And then, what else? Maybe squeezing a lake, but with the motorboat. And on the way home, there's a local butcher that I got to hit up and see what he's got for specials. So maybe tonight will be like a tomahawk or a 2-inch thick something another. But that's the plan. I'm sticking to it. And I'm going to take a video of a hill on the way out of this campsite. I'm going to see if I can do it in 2-wheel drive. I should be able to do it in 2-wheel drive, but it's very short but very vertical. Got down it no problem. The trailer did bump on the way down, but I want to see how it does on the way up. I'm going to get tire slip, but I think I might be able to get through it. So I'll take a video of that, and of course, video of Don't You Move Coffee. Breakfast. So it's going to be a bacon and egg wrap. And then that's that. Hope you enjoy, or enjoying it so far. And all right, so we're approaching that little spot now with the trailer behind me. It doesn't look like much right now. So you see that little rock face, right? Yeah, see, I'm up. Now I'm gonna go almost, my tire's gonna have to go almost vertical. Okay, bumper didn't hit. I'm on the rock. Oh, there I am. No spin yet. Oh, trailer's up. I guess the rock was dry enough that I didn't have any spin. And the bike is completely up now. And I didn't hit anything, so maybe I did fix it. All right, I'm kind of crooked. That's the way my camera is right now. And I am out, and I'm on my way home. Hope you guys like this. I hope this is not the last adventure before I go back to work. But who knows? Today's Friday. I got Saturday. So if I don't go out tonight, I'll go out. I might be able to go out tomorrow. I don't know. And I'm just gonna bounce and wobble myself down this hill. While this is a forest road, an unmaintained forest road, people do drive their ATVs like their trophy trucks down here. And I'm on the road and on my way. Once again, thank you. So this is the Algonquin Park and then West Trip. And really cool stuff. Highlights are obviously all the bass that we caught in the park, or I caught in the park. And then yesterday here, one thing I'll say that was a highlight for me was that loon, not once but twice, popping up right close to me. So that was pretty cool. And ribs, you can never go wrong with ribs, right? So we got ribs this morning, bacon wrap, well, bacon and egg and egger wrap, I guess you'd call it. Make sure I don't get dinged for copyright. Bacon and egg wrap with cheese and yeah, and a good coffee. So we're good.